Friends, another week, another video. So first of all, I like to request you to subscribe and like our channel and share with your friends as much as you can. Now I will continue from the last video, and let's look at some breakdown of stuff. First and foremost, admission. The admission process here works as I explained in the last video, individually, by the individual institute within the faculty, and the faculty within the university. So there is no way that we can or you can write directly to the international office of the university and ask, I would want to study in this subject and this program, and how should I go about it? They will really answer you directly and tell you to contact the particular institution or particular faculty you want to study for or study in. And there are three types of degrees or three types of programs being offered here in the EU. One is in the local language. The second is bilingual. Bilingual means where you will have half of your lectures conducted in English and half of your lectures in the local language, either is in French, Deutsch, Dutch, Belgian, Swiss, or other languages, depending on which country are you applying to. Now the third is a pure English. Pure English means there are programs starting from the bachelor's, master's, and the PhD, where you can study purely in English, and depending on the subject, there are certain programs, even though you study in English, but if you would like to work here in the European Union, depending on the country, you may have to learn the local language and sit for the local state exams. For example, if you study medical subjects, so nursing or medicines, then for sure you would need C-level proficiency of any of the local language to sit for the local state exams for the license, and then you are able to practice your profession here in the country. There are other programs which are not so strict in a sense. So as I explained in the last video, there are two types of admission processes being done. One is restricted and unrestricted. So the restricted admission programs normally are offered by a set of universities, like 5-6 universities in Germany, and it's one program where the application is done in the particular portal which is called the Uni Assist, and that's where you will make your profile, upload your documents, and that's how it goes to be processed among all the universities and among all other applicants. And that's restricted admission means very few will be selected for that particular program. But unrestricted admission means these are open admission programs where anyone can apply and from anywhere, and you just have to apply directly to the particular department or institution within the faculty you want to study in. So that's with regards to the admission. If you need more information on a particular subjects, please write us an email and we will do our best to cater to your questions. Now moving on, let me talk about the student working jobs. As I had experience in the past talking to few aspiring students, and the first question they ask is, how much I will earn. Now the question is, what are you coming for? So that's the question. You're coming here as a student. You're not coming here on a work permit or job offer. When you're coming here as a student, you are just allowed to work 20 hours per week. And that's called a mini job in English here in the European Union. That is a mini job where you can earn between 1,000 to 500 euros, depending on the country. Like in Austria, you can earn about 1,000 euro as a student working 20 hours per week. In Germany, you can earn 4 to 500 euros per month as a student, and that's allowed by the government. So when we think of how much I will earn, that means you are not ready to be a student. Because as a student, you need to be prepared to take risk and to know how the life is as a student, because being in our home countries, we have a support of the parents, the cousins or brothers or sisters, where we don't feel much being as a student because we are provided everything. But when you want to study abroad, then you got to be prepared of what other things will come. So if we start asking the question, how much I will earn, that means you're not ready to be a student. As a student, you will be allowed to earn a limited amount and you will be allowed to work limited hours. And besides, your priority is to complete your studies. And this is what the particular government who issues you the student visa will see to that. And they require progress reports by the institution, by your faculty, all the time, or every 6 months, every year. If your program is a 2-year master's program, that means your faculty or your institution has to submit your progress report to the immigration department in the city, that you can still continue to renew your residence permit. But if the immigration office finds you lacking your subjects, failing your subjects, then it becomes complicated for them to continue to renew your permit. They might have to tell you to go home. So my advice to most of the students is, you are coming here to invest in your life. That means the biggest investment, so the best investment we can do is on our education. So the dreams, a lot of people have dreams of different countries. I want to go to this country and live here and live there. The dreams. There are no hindrances, there are no limitation to dream about, but your dreams should start with your studies. Your dream will come true once you finish your studies. You cannot dream of being a millionaire or being employed by a biggest company in the world because what you have dreamed about. Dreaming is good, but that dream should follow or should be achieved by the means you can achieve, and that's the best thing we can do in life, is to achieve through the education. So please remember, these things are very particular, and none of those educational consultants or agents you go every day to talk about it, or who will promote a lot of countries, we can get you admission in this country, that country. But these are the ground realities in these countries. No one will tell you this. Like last week, my video was recorded in Germany, in Bonn, where I visited my alma mater. this university I studied in 10 years ago, 13 years ago. Now a lot of things have changed. Even there have been incidents with the new incoming students, which I learned from our old department, that how these students are so much dependent on the department or the university, that the university should, or the coordinator of the program should do everything for us, which is actually wrong. Why I say it's wrong? Because the coordinator's job description is to help you with the admission process, guide you through the admission process, help you to understand how the semesters will work, how the university things or the university rules are, to find you or maybe to help you, to connect you to some housing landlords and stuff like that. But we cannot totally depend on those coordinators, those people, just to even give us a job or help us find a job or help us find a house. Or I was told recently they had 1 or 2 students. I do not want to reveal from where they come from, but they arrived in Bonn with not a single euro in the pocket, thinking that when they will arrive, the university will help them in everything. So they had a hard time, and the university or the department had a hard time how to help and how to manage these students. So please, again, we who are connected with these universities and we have ground experiences of all these things, talking and meeting to the immigration departments and going through the whole process by ourselves, we can assure you that if you come with the mindset how much I will earn and someone is there who will help me, so please do not try then, because we are here, or the university coordinators or program coordinators are just here to guide you through your process. And once you have achieved the admission letter, you have received your visa, then it's your responsibility to prepare yourself for a new country, for a new culture. A lot of information nowadays we can find it through the internet, on the university page, on the department page, where you can connect to different people, different departments. Ask for help. Ask that they can connect you to a landlord or connect you to someone who has recently arrived from a different country, and maybe they can guide you. Another question normally we have, and which is very mandatory here, is the insurance. The health insurance is needed. Without the health insurance, you won't be able to get your residence permit. So if you're applying for a Schengen visa, you will need travel insurance for 90 days. It should be above 30,000 euros, and it should cover a COVID-19 treatment. And if you're applying for a national D visa, which is a long-term visa, then you still need to submit with your documents a travel insurance. And when you arrive in the particular country where you have applied, then you need to get a local insurance. If your age limit permits you, then you may be able to get a public insurance. If not, then you have to get a private insurance. And with health insurance in hand, that's the only time you can go to the immigration office to ask for your residence permit card. There are no stickers on the passports. So this is another video we are rendering, or we are giving you an information on the ground, that how a lot of us or a lot of students, they think that this is very easy. Yes, it is easy, but please do not come empty pockets and empty minds. You have to come, and even before you start any process, prepare yourself for the future, what it brings to you, because the life here has been changed. A lot of rules has been changed, and a lot of things have been changed which you need to be aware of. So do not come here just thinking that everyone will help you, because the universities, the departments, and even us or the coordinators have a limited resources to help you. We can only guide you through the process and help you to know and how to go about with your insurance, looking for a house, and all these things. We can connect you, we can help you with the admission process. So thank you very much again listening to and watching our video, and we will join you again next week with more information towards the admission processes and how the university life works, and then we will continue to other topics of the immigration and the settlements. Thank you very much.